It's Stephanie from SexyPlus Clothing. It is Tuesday, July 25th, I think. And sorry about that. Sorry, Mummy. I'll have to get back to you after. Hope you're watching. You shared it? You're good? So I'd like to welcome my special guest today, Amber Taylor. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Amber. This is Amber Taylor, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Let me just adjust it, because Amber is a little short, so...
Fit my mane in.
Yeah, let's fit all your hair in. What do you mean, my hair? Gabrielle, hi, thanks for joining. Good evening. So yes, I see that some of you have shared the video already. Thank you for that. Oh, voicemail from Mummy. Sorry about that. Hi, Donna Lynn. Jackie, hi, beautiful yourself. So my guest tonight, Amber, I wanted to talk a little bit about how Amber and I met, which was thanks to SexyPlus, actually. I've met, I'd have to say, all of the people in my life currently, because I've been doing SexyPlus for 8 years now. Stephanie, hi, girl. Thanks for joining. That's... Stephanie, the model? Yeah. I've been doing SexyPlus for 8 years now, so I would have to say that I have a few friends that stem from before then, but all of the women in my life now are due to SexyPlus. So I love SexyPlus for having connected with me with so many amazing women. And so Amber, I met her in May, was it, that you came in?
Yeah.
Amber came in shopping for a dress for your sister's wedding.
Yeah.
And she was trying stuff on, and obviously, as you can see, I was just looking at her getting dressed and trying all these dresses on and trying not to sound too salespersy by being like, that one looks really good. No, that one looks really good. No, that one looks really good. But honestly, they all looked really good. and then she's just got nice proportions, curves. She's tall. She's got this beautiful mane, pretty face, as you guys can see. I'm sure this is way too much compliments for you. But every now and then I do see somebody that comes into the store that inspires me and that I think, has the look that I think would represent SexyPlus or would represent, plus size fashion in general. So I asked Amber if she'd, be interested in modeling, because at the time our SexyPlus July 11th fashion show was coming up. So I asked Amber if she'd be interested in modeling, and it's something that you had kind of been thinking about already, right?
Yeah, but I had never really actively pursued anything on it, but it was always kind of in the back of my mind.
Probably people telling you should model, you should model, you should model, right? Let me just get you a little bit more in there. There you go. Yeah, so then I guess me suggesting it being different from your friends suggesting it, me being a store that you're okay, maybe I should look into this and take it seriously. And so she came for the auditions, and she was selected to walk in our fashion show. And so that was your first fashion show, was the SexyPlus June 11th one, and you did, I think, 2 looks for me. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you did the Amadora jewelry.
Yes.
And then you did the Flaws of Couture.
Yes.
Yes. So you modeled for all 3 of those lines. So that was great and super fun experience, right? We had fun during the rehearsals, and the practices and stuff was a lot of fun. And so now you have another fashion show that you're going to be modeling in on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's with Malia Indigo. It's an online directory of models, makeup artists, photographers, and I went to the auditions, and thankfully I was selected by some of the brands that are going to be there on Saturday. I'm really excited. Steph's going to be there, SexyPlus. And it's going to be a great event. It's at the Addison residence in downtown Toronto. It's from 2 to 7. There's networking events that are before the show. The show is going to be at about 3:45, and then there's going to be speeches and an award ceremony after. So hopefully everybody can make it out.
And it's Toronto's first outdoor garden plus size fashion show. So Stephanie Gravel is the store merchandiser. So she's the one who comes in and fixes and places everything and makes it all really pretty. So she's saying hello. And Vicki Nicholas, hello. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so back to this Toronto plus size fashion show is what it's called. And for those of you who don't know, the presenter, the organization, the host is called Malia Indigo. So you can go find them on Facebook and Instagram, Malia Indigo The Plus, and they're using the hashtag plus visibility because, as Amber said, it's a platform by which anybody in the plus size industry can connect in a common place on a common website. She had a launch party for Malia Indigo. I think it was in maybe October or November of last year. I went to that, and then this is the first fashion show that she's presenting to put designers, models, retailers, photographers, makeup artists out there and to connect them together. So yeah, really exciting. So you can buy tickets for it at Eventbrite. I can't remember how much they are, but I think it'll be well worth it. I think that there's going to be hors d'oeuvres or cocktails. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. But just a beautiful, the weather, it's showing 25 and super sunny. Tina Rose just joined. Hi, Tina. Thanks for joining. Long time. Oh, my God. You have to come to the store, Tina. It's been years. She modeled for me years ago at the Fuller Woman Expo, this lady, Tina here. Yeah, so I think it'll just be like a beautiful event to celebrate curves, to celebrate women in business, to celebrate, you know, our more experienced models and some of the beginner models, right? So it's called Toronto Plus Size Fashion Show. There is an event for it on Facebook, and I'll put in the description of this video afterwards the link for it. And then again, Instagram would be Malia Indigo, and there's going to be international models as well as local experienced and beginner models, right? So that we've got a model from Paris, France coming, and there's a couple of models from the States coming, and then some new ones from Toronto that I haven't met before. And for the SexyPlus component, so hey Simone Denny Joan, for the SexyPlus component, I was able to pick 15 models for 15 looks. So as a client of the fashion show, that's what each designer or retailer gets, right? 15 looks. So it was really hard for me to narrow it down because I wanted to, you know, work with the women that I know and love already, but I also wanted to feature some of the international models because for me, from a business perspective, it's if they're, you know, featured in my collection, they go back home, they post all those pictures. I'm reaching into a whole new geography. You know, so I'm excited to work with these models that I'm just meeting through this event. And you know, I'm gonna pick some really some of the new arrivals and some really nice stuff from SexyPlus Clothing. So 15 looks is probably going to go by pretty fast. It'll be over in a blink, but and I think that they also have a designer purse collection being featured. I think they have a jewelry collection being featured.
Yeah, Purse Boutique and Suzy Q Jewelry.
Yeah, and then a couple of other clothing lines as well. And I think one of them is just starting in plus size. Yes. So what a perfect platform for them to introduce their brand to the marketplace, right? So how's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. We've got Simone and Tina and Gabrielle. And speaking of, you know, Gabrielle, who watches every single episode, I'm sorry I didn't do an episode the last 2 weeks. Last Tuesday, I can't remember what happened. And I don't know, sometimes, you know, if I don't have a guest, I may not be as inspired to do the show, right? It's kind of like when it's just me, I'm like, oh my God, stop talking, Stephanie. Jackie says, or Donna says she's gorgeous.
Thanks, Donna.
Hey, Elise Middleton, nice to see you. Some of these viewers here are SexyPlus Clothing customers for years, you know? Yeah, loyal customers. So I thank you. I love you guys. So let's talk about next your Trailblazer. Every time I have a guest, I ask my guest to pick a woman in the industry who my guest admires and wants to give a shout out to. So let's hear who your trailblazer is, Amber.
Yeah, so Ophilia is my trailblazer. I met her through the SexyPlus fashion show, and she's just inspired me so much. She's been a model for many years. She's just done, look how beautiful she looks.
Right?
She's just done a massive campaign with Walmart, which we have a picture of right here. She's also the first size 20 model to be signed with the shopping channel, which I think is amazing that we're seeing more diversity in plus sizes.
And if I could just interrupt for a second, everything she models on the shopping channel, I'm like, I need that. Oh my God, she makes everything look so good, honestly. Yeah. All right, sorry, go on.
That's okay. So those are, and aside from all the amazing things that she's doing for the plus community, I also think she's so inspiring. She's so nice. She's always supportive to new or even more seasoned models. She's the model coach for the fashion show on Saturday, and she's been really amazing working with everybody, getting us all coordinated, tips and tricks to really rock that runway on Saturday. And just all around, she's just an amazing person. So. And
she's been my, hey Katerina, just joined, how you doing? Ophilia has actually been my trailblazer before as well, on an earlier episode, for, you know, all of those same reasons. We worked together for many years. She was the main model that I used to work with, and we created some, you know, awesome pictures, art, and magic, I'd have to say. And you're right, she is always trying to identify opportunities to promote people or push them out there. Like, for instance, you know, with me, I'm not a model, but from a retail perspective, when she was at Curvy Expo, Lynn Spence was there. You know, Lynn Spence is a TV personality. She's a TV show host. And so Ophilia was like, Steph, get over here. Get over here. You know what I mean? So like I rush over, you know, put my ice cap down. And she wanted to introduce me to Lynn Spence to make sure that I would connect with her, because she knows that as a small business, you know, maybe connecting with somebody like that is a really, really rare opportunity. So I'd have to agree that she's always trying to be like, you should do this, you should do that. Yes. The final image that I wanted to share was, I was talking about, you know, how Ophilia worked for with SexyPlus for like a long time. So this is one of the images that I took of Ophilia wearing a beautiful Joseph Ribkoff dress, and this probably is like 2013 or so, and this is when SexyPlus Clothing used to be on Yonge Street before I moved here to Mississauga. And this is just the entrance of a hair salon, and you know, we would just walk up and down from where the store was and find beautiful locations to shoot. So yeah, Ophilia's been doing a lot of work for the Toronto Plus Size Fashion Show coming up this Saturday. She's been reaching out to me, asking me what kind of songs that I want for my segment, which is really nice too. As a business who has a very established brand, the type of music is important. I haven't always loved what other organizers may have chosen for me, so I really value that. And you know, like Ophilia has so much experience that she knows that these are things that are going to be important to the retailer or the designer, or what's important to the models. When Malia first told me that she was going to be asking Ophilia to do the runway coaching, I said, oh, well, then the models are in good hands, because you know, she's been treated well as a model, and also maybe treated, you know, less than that. You know, like just for example, like having water available for the models during an event, or food, because sometimes they're there for like 5, 6, 7 hours in the heat, sweltering, and then they're expected to, you know, walk out on the runway and, you know what I mean, be all fabulous when they're, you know, parched and starving. So Ophilia is aware of all those things. So it's, you know, it's good to have somebody who's going to, you know, make sure that the experience is a positive one for the models, right? Josie just joined.
Hey,
I shot with Josie yesterday. Did you see some of those pictures?
Yeah, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, slaying, and that's
the white top.
Yeah, right. Really pretty. Gabrielle, Katerina says, yes, Gabrielle, it's about 15 minutes from the airport to SexyPlus. Yes. Oh, she must have been asking for directions. Thank you, Kat, for answering that. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're not too far from the airport. So that's going to bring us to our next segment. So I'll go first. I'm going to go try something on, one of my favorite new arrivals. In fact, it's the piece that Josie modeled yesterday, and I love it so much. So I'm going to go get that. So I will leave everybody in Amber's hands, and I'll be right back.
Hey everybody, I get asked a lot about my hair. Even when I was here today, Steph was just asking me like, oh, my hair is frizzy, like how do I manage my mane? And that's a question I get a lot. So I've used tons of products. My hair is crazy. It's a love-hate battle sometimes. But one of the things that I absolutely can't live without is, it's called Ouidad, and it's climate control, and it really helps with frizz. So I have a picture here of the line. The gel is the one that I use the most. It's my absolute favorite. You only need a little bit. Run it through your hair, and even I used it at the fashion show, and if you guys were there, it was really hot outside, and it kept kept the frizz from my hair all day. Other things that I think are really important are don't wash your hair so much if you have dry hair. If you're curly like me, you know that it gets really damaged. Thanks for all the hearts and the likes. I love it. Yes, Dina, Ouidad is the best. So also, I don't brush my curls. It's really important because that also will help you, if you want to really have a frizzy mane, that's one of the things that you can do to guarantee that it's going to frizz out. With that being said, here comes Steph and her cute little top. Looks good on you.
Hey, so here is the, what's it called again? The Atana tunic top. And I'm just gonna, I took this out to show you guys that it comes in white as well, and obviously black, which I don't need to show you. So let me just move the chair so you can see. It's such a beautiful piece. Look, it just totally creates a beautiful silhouette right here. The sleeves have like this chiffon edge on them. This has like a big asymmetrical chiffon hemline. It kind of looks funny with the crazy leggings I'm wearing today, but just such a beautiful piece. When I saw my supplier have this, I don't know, is the tag sticking out there?
Yeah. It's really soft too.
I just grabbed it because I knew that for so many people, the slight cold shoulder, which could still for some workplaces be appropriate, right? And just the silhouette, like everybody likes to, I think, create that hourglass silhouette. Just a beautiful piece. So I've got the white, the black, and the olive, and I will be getting the red for fall. And it's a true plus size fit. I'm wearing the 1X, and it fits great. And I'm a pretty chubby 1X, like borderline 2X. So this is the 1X. You could go for a larger size if you didn't want it as tight here, I guess. But yeah, so that's my piece. So Amber, why don't you go and try on your piece?
Mine.
Yeah. And while Amber goes to try that on, I wanted to talk about our sale. So we have currently in the store, buy one, get two free. So that's this rack here. So there's all kinds of stuff. New stuff has been added. So my suggestion would be, there it is again, all the, there's designer stuff, there's cute, right? The cute little pineapple or lemon dress. There's like army print stuff. My suggestion would be to benefit from the sale, the buy one get two free, is come with a friend who's a different size than you, so that way you're not kind of going for the same pieces. And sorry, I'm just putting the phone back in the slot here. And then that way you guys can benefit and then just divide it up in 3 afterwards to figure out the cost, right? So buy one, get two free. And online, because I can't do the same buy one, get two free, it's 66% off those same sale items on a purchase of 100 or more. So again, I've added new items to that category. Take a look online. now's your time to score. There's even some Joseph Ribkoff pieces in there for the designer lovers. So, all right, so let's see Amber here. And this is the Coco top. And it's got a beautiful cold shoulder, a little bit of a caged bust there. Totally bra friendly, right? Your bra strap is completely covered.
Yeah.
And it's got like kind of a baby doll shape, so it's not clingy, but it still has a nice hourglass shape.
Yeah, like
right?
Skims.
Super pretty. Yeah, really, really pretty. Let's see the back again. So it's got like this V-neck back. Look how nicely it shapes her waist and her curves there. Gorgeous, right? Awesome. So those two tops, well, the Etana went in an olive and black and white, and the Coco top are on the website now. Forgive me while I place the phone back. There we go. So those are on the website now. The Coco top, I think, is already sold out in the 1X. So if you like it, there's a 2X and a 3X left, and then in the Etana left, I think the 1X in the black is sold out, but I'm going to be getting more. So, you know, don't take any chances. If you love it, go grab it, because I don't have a lot of quantities. Cynthia Riley, long time no see. Thanks for joining. Hello, how are you? And Heather Monroe, hi, and thanks everybody for all those hearts. So I think that's it for today's show. Just a short little show to talk about, introduce you all to Amber. Follow her at Amber Taylors on Instagram. Taylors with an I, not a Y. And I think she'll be, you know, featured more and more. And that's, we wanted to talk to you slightly. I wanted to talk about getting into plus size modeling, right? So a lot of customers, a lot of people message me on Facebook all the time saying, I want to get into plus size modeling. You know, how do you do it? Do you have any tips on that so far, Amber, from your, you know, very recent experience in terms of starting?
Yeah, go outside of your comfort zone. Like, I'm very shy, and I never would have thought to do this. It makes me really nervous to be up on stage in front of a lot of people.
And to receive all that attention. Yeah.
Yes. So this is really outside of my comfort zone, but also networking. So really connecting with other models, connecting with other stores, trusting your instinct on what things that you think are going to be consistent with how you want your brand to be out there, and have patience. That's, you know, it might take time. You're going to meet some really great people along the way. And also just like listen to those tips and tricks, but still kind of stay true to what you want to do. Yeah. To make sure that, you know, you're doing things that you're enjoying. Have fun. That's one of the biggest things. I think if it feels like work, or, you know, you're not having a good time, you're not going to enjoy it.
Well, there's parts of it that are hard work. Like
yes.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure when you did the shoot work on the weekend, it's not all fun and games, but I know what you mean. Overall, if you're, you know, your experiences as a package with the modeling are not fun, then, you know. But I do think that you need to also, to add to what you said, I think that you need to invest in yourself, right? So I think that you need to make the time to build your online social media presence and stay top of mind with people and build your brand and stay consistent, like you said, to your brand and to yourself. And I think that you need to invest in getting some professional shots done. Work with a variety of different photographers is another thing too, because they're each going to have like a different style. You did like a pool one, which is going to be great because that's going to show like fun swimwear. Maybe you could do another one with a different photographer in, like, I don't know, maybe evening wear at night in Toronto or something like that, right? Just so that other brands can see the diversity and your ability to adapt, right? So that you can pull off that fun and carefree look. And then, you know, that you can also pull off the very, you know, kind of more like, you know, diva, you know, evening look as well.
And it's practicing. Like, I go home and I take pictures and I try to practice different faces, and I practice my walk, I practice my posing. It's definitely, it is a lot of work, but it's I enjoy
You'll
it.
see the
So,
results
yes,
too after
yes.
all that practicing, right? Like, I think that 6 months from now, you're going to probably look back and be like, wow, I've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
And then a year from now, if you keep at it, then the same thing. So yeah, practicing does, it's a cliche, practice, but it actually does make a difference, right? She is beautiful, right? I agree,
you.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
So yeah, check out Toronto Plus Size Fashion Show if you can join us there and support all the efforts that Malia Indigo Corporation as well as Ophilia and all the models are putting into it. That would be lovely, and you'll see SexyPlus Clothing among other designers and brands, purses, jewelry, other clothing lines. So there might be something there that you'll be happy to discover as a consumer, a new plus size brand for you. Follow Amber Taylor on Instagram, and hopefully, if I don't bail, you'll see me next Tuesday, but no promises. Share this video if you enjoyed it, and have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amber.
Thanks, Stephanie. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good night.